And we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Average Takes.
Welcome back
Ooh,
in the studio.
We're back. And it's the trade deadline. It has came and gone. I know we were talking about last pod getting you guys a trade rumors or who we'd like, but it was a lot of work getting us back in the studio.
Had a little move going.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. The studio actually didn't get a vacancy until as of yesterday, so we're back. Trade deadline has come. We're going to talk about it, but first, little headphone warning for the users. A little headphone warning for the users. But what's up, guys? Welcome back to Average Takes. We back in the stew.
We're fucking back, baby.
How you feeling, Chenny?
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
It's official. We're back.
Love this.
If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But we are back.
We're back.
We're back. We're fucking back. This is great. Great vibes. Trade deadline has came and gone. It was at 3:00 today. In California time, it was 6 p.m. Eastern. But your San Diego Padres have made a lot of moves.
Yeah.
And this is not the preller of old per se, with the name guys, the big names, big trades. You know, last year we got Soto, Hader, Bell, Drury. We tried.
We tried. Verlander. We tried.
We were sniffing. We were sniffing some Verlander. There were talks. Padres were out. They didn't want to give up a top prospect, but the Astros did. We'll get to there, though.
That's right.
The Padres made a ton of moves, but we will talk about them now.
A little bit of money ball being played.
So the Padres first started off today with acquiring Rich Hill and G-Man Choi.
Dick Mountain, baby. I love it. I love it.
It's crazy how the turntable turns, because 2 weeks ago we played the Pirates, and Average Shakes had a tweet that said
Dick Mountain.
Dick Mountain just killed the Padres.
Yeah. Breaking, the Padres are dead. Dick Mountain's the lead suspect.
Yeah, so for what it's worth, it said Dick Mountain killed the Padres. Well,
now
he's here to save us.
He's coming to revive us.
Padres needed some rotation depth, and this is what gives it. I mean, tonight we have a guy named Pedro Avila starting, who only has 5 innings on the year for us. So obviously that's a bullpen game. It's in Colorado. But this is a game where we'd like to throw Rich Hill.
Rich Hill. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm hoping he's ready tomorrow. And then you add a lefty power bat, G-Man Choi. He's been down for a little bit this year. He was hurt, just coming back. And I'm feeling great about this.
Hopefully a change of scenery does good for him.
Yeah.
We hope.
He was pretty good for the Rays for a while. I mean, he was in a limited role. I mean, everyone on the Rays is limited role, but
yeah. No, I mean, he's that left-handed bat, you know, that we have kind of been looking for the last 2 or 3 years. We tried it out with Josh Bell, you know, but this year we weren't necessarily looking for that Josh Bell type of player. G-Man Choi is very comfortable and very used to hitting against literally only right-handers. So him at that DH spot gets to give Matt Carpenter, you know, that I don't know what Matt Carpenter needs, but the pressure, whatever it is, that's relieved now. He doesn't have to be that left-handed power bat. Not saying G-Man Choi is going to come in and just start raking, because I don't expect that at all, but you know, maybe a home run in a clutch spot or a double or something. I'll take that from G-Man Choi. Padres, where we have 63.
What, games left?
Yeah.
No,
50?
Less than that. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're right. I think they're at 105.
Yeah, so yeah. Mid 50s, high 50s left, you know.
Yeah. And we need a serious run.
Sure. But G-Man Choi, they have him as a first baseman and a left fielder, DH. Bats left, throws right. He only had 73 at bats this year, 15 hits, 6 bombs. So 2
of those bombs are against the Padres, FYI.
Really?
A third of his home runs are against the Padres. God. Padre killer.
Yeah,
and we've seen this story before where we get the Padre killer and he comes to San Diego and he turns into a literal Padre killer where he sucks.
He sucks, right?
And I've seen that story before. I don't know what to expect from Dick Mountain and G-Man Choi.
Dick Mountain this year is 7.10 with a .3 WAR, 4.76 ERA, and he's played for second most teams of all time.
Yeah, how old is he now? 43.
Yeah, he's right around there.
Yeah.
How many teams is that?
He's 43 and 140.
Dude, I think he's on like 12 or 13 teams.
I think
right
so.
now.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 different jerseys he's worn, but not too sure if he's gone back to the same. He played with the Red Sox twice and multiple teams.
My favorite Rich Hill Dick Mountain memory is he had a no-hitter through 9 innings and then lost on a walk-off home run in the 10th inning with the Dodgers. My favorite memory of him.
Hopefully we get some of that. Some. Not the walk-off
in
in the 10th inning.
Not the end.
But
let's get some of those first 9.
Some of those. I'd like that. So we stole that from the Pirates. What did we give up? Jackson Wolf, Alfonso Rivas, and Esther Suero, I believe.
Suero,
yeah.
And Ryan Weathers.
So the next trade.
That's the next trade.
Next trade.
With the Marlins, baby.
With the Marlins.
An AJ Pillar masterclass.
He pulls off Garrett Cooper and Sean Reynolds for Ryan Weathers.
Friend of the pod, Ryan Weathers.
Friend of the pod,
Sad day, bad day.
He has gone deep in Miami. That's his only home run he's hit.
That's true.
And did it in Miami. Miami's done a great job of turning some young guys around, pitching wise. They've made some trade with the A's for some young guys who had fallen off a little per se. So I want the best for Weathers. He's obviously a friend of the pod. He came on to us, gave us a chance to interview him. So I'm going to be rooting for this guy forever. But this is a great trade for the Padres.
Yeah.
I mean, you go get a guy who Preller has sought after for a while now. Garrett Cooper has always been rumored with Preller. And he plays multiple positions. Holy cow. I can't speak.
Slow down, buddy.
I haven't podcasted in a while. He plays multiple positions. What'd you say, Trevor? Third, outfield.
Third, first, left, and right field.
Yeah, so third, the corners. Plays every corner.
And he has 14 bombs this year, 56 RBIs, I think. He's in like 254, I think I saw.
Are these guys coming to play the field or just
he will probably start a lot more than because we have Taylor Coley who's been getting at bats, all these weirdos. We sent him down. We just DFA'd.
So this is to bolster the bench because the San Diego Padres do not have an opening slot in the roster, really. I mean, unless you're sick and tired of Gold Glove center fielder Trent Grisham.
Damn, a little bit.
You can't be though. He's 2-time Gold Glove award winning center fielder Trent Grisham. I mean, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. I'll take the 220 and a couple bombs, almost 20 bombs.
Yeah.
To play Gold Glove elite center field, I will take that. You're not gonna get a better defensive center fielder.
Yeah, probably.
But he's gonna need some days off. I want to see Tatis in center a little bit because we might have another Gold Glove center fielder in Fernando Tatis.
The show in center field, he is great. So
I like him in center, and I was a big person of not moving him from shortstop because I think he's just too talented.
Stars play shortstop.
Yes, stars play shortstop. The most athletic people on your field are your shortstops 99% of the time. The Padres have a rare prototype where that's not the case, but would love to see him in center because center is the second most athletic player on your team, usually your center fielder. But he's been amazing in the outfield, definitely surprising me. He is what everyone had saw when they were like moving the outfield. The first year when that happened, I think he was a head case where I'm the fucking shortstop. He was big eye guy. Now with
he was dealing with the injuries that year and everything. So I mean, a lot was getting into his head
for sure.
He had the bad shoulder where remember he dropped twice during 2 different games for the shoulder, and then so that was the idea to move in the outfield. But mid-season, that's such a hard mentality. You're grinding to be the best shortstop there is, and so obviously, but he's done great, like you're saying. He's done absolutely phenomenal in right, and I do believe he's a caliber for to win a gold glove.
Yeah.
I think he's at that level. But this is definitely, these trades were to bolster the bench because our bench is jack shit right now. Like Shinny's saying, the Taylor Colleys, the Dixons, the Odors, the Cruzes, they're all gone. Revis is gone now. It's all to boost the bench. Yeah, Batten soon to be.
I mean,
Ego's gonna come up.
Him going 3 for 4 last night maybe gave him a couple more days on the Padres.
But Igwe from last year, we pulled him up and he got hurt, and so he's on a injury assignment in the minors. So I think they'll send Batten down when Igwe is officially ready.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I like Igwe. So,
and then the final trade of the trade deadline, another AJ Preller masterpiece.
We've got the last trade.
This is probably the last trade. I think
this was one of the last after, because the 3 o'clock deadline hits and then you wait about 5 minutes and all of a sudden it goes boom, 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 boom.
Get it.
Yeah, like all of these deals go. So this was one of the last minute deals.
And what a lot of people don't realize is when Jeff Passan or any of those guys tweet, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the first time someone's heard of this trade. That trade's already been through. They're getting it from a source that texts
works
them
at the MLB office, or agent of the player who heard, or they have all those inside connections.
Yes,
but last trade.
Go ahead. Relief pitcher from the Kansas City Royals, Scott Barlow, ex-closer. Definitely ain't gonna start closing games over Josh Hader, I can tell you that. But another high leverage reliever, and something that we've been missing. Suarez has been out pretty much all goddamn year.
Just came back though, and he's been pretty decent. I like when he's in the game.
But other than Suarez and Steven Wilson, we don't have any high leverage guys. We have Nick Martinez.
Martinez has not been high leverage in whatsoever this season.
There, but I was just naming another reliever.
Yeah, no, but Scott Barlow, he is a closer. He can pitch in 1-run games. He can pitch in tied games. He can be the 8th inning guy. He can be the 7th inning guy.
Yeah, I do think he's going to be able to step in the 7th inning with ease. And then you have Robert Suarez.
And that's all that.
In the 8th, and then Hader.
Yeah, that's a recipe for winning baseball games is let's get our pitchers going 6 innings. Scott Barlow, Robert Suarez, Josh Hader. That's a perfect recipe.
Yes.
And then
Scott Barlow is the type of guy who you could pull Darvish at 6 2/3, and he's gonna come in and do 1.2 if he needs to, or like he's gonna hammer. He's gonna be Bob Melvin's key. Like I do definitely think he's gonna be the guy where we're like, oh fuck, situation. Get Scott ready. Call the Barlow. Get the Barlow.
Somebody bring out the Barlow.
So that trade, we sent Henry Williams, our 10th overall prospect. I did. Average Shakes did tweet the stats of Henry Williams. He's a 20-year-old in Single A El Paso, or Single A Lake Elsinore. Sorry, mixed up. Booty Cheeks, 5.76 ERA.
They just dropped the second name in that trade too.
Yeah, the second name is Jesus Rios. Never
heard of you. See you later, buddy. Hope you're an all-star.
So these are the type of moves that we've been begging Preller to move, to make, because at the end of the day, the Padres have been able to sign the guy. We could talk our talk, but to walk the walk, you need a full supporting cast, and that's not what we've been able to do during free agency. But back-to-back years, Preller has pulled it off, because last year he upped the bench a lot with Bell and Drury, because Drury was able to play multiple positions. He could come in and let anybody have an off day. With these 2 additions, you have Ji-Man Choi, who could play. I don't want to see him in the outfield, but necessarily he can.
Got to be better than, probably better than Soto. We're not going to lie.
He might be. Soto's been high-key terrible in left.
I agree.
Yeah, and the funniest part is he'll still get $400 million because people don't care about defense.
He's still going to get an unreal contract.
People do not care about defense.
But the teams are going to argue that he's going to be a DH in the future because he is headed that way.
Yeah. But what I like about it is G-Man Choi is a only righties guy, and Garrett Cooper, if you look at his numbers versus lefties, he is a banger. He rakes lefties. He's the Brandon Drury of last year. This is Garrett Cooper. Welcome to San Diego. I hope you can just start raking off these left-handed hitters. First base, you give Hassan Kim a day off. You give Jake Cronenworth some time to figure some shit out. If we can get all these guys clicking at the same time, and I know we have been preaching that for the last 2 years, but once that fucking happens, it's scary. This team's going to look really fucking good. And we're 3 games under 500 right now. 3 games under 500. 13 of our next 16 games are against teams that are in the wild card ahead of us already. It's a huge deadline. And
we play up to competition, though, if you've seen it. I think we're 9-18 versus teams in the bottoms of their division, all losers.
Yep. I want to say since today's a bullpen day, Rich Hill might be making his debut this weekend against the Dodgers, possibly.
Versus old team, friend of the verse. We love the rival games. We love versus your old team.
Yes, rival and homecoming was a big theme this deadline. Homecoming was a big.
A lot of
theme.
teams were crying out, "Let me get my old guys back."
Oh, so many of them. It was crazy.
Verlander, like you said earlier.
We could discuss the Verlander. So a lot of teams were interested in Verlander all the way through the week because the Mets had already traded other former ace, Max Scherzer, to the Rangers. Yes. So that was not really a deadline move, but that trade has happened. The Mets have sold off. So we can start talking about where the Mets are sending their guys. So Max Scherzer to the Rangers. It didn't really matter what they got back because Mets are selling. Now, Justin Verlander had a team of the Padres, the Giants, the Dodgers, and the Astros all interested. About 2 hours before the deadline, we got news that the Padres and Giants were out. I saw that the Mets wanted Lesko.
Yeah,
the Mets wanted one of the top Padres pitching prospects. And,
and that was too rich for AJ, which I think he's going to be really fucking good. So, smart.
We needed to keep our young guys, our true potential guys. We need to build those guys up. So we did all our moves without giving away anyone really good. Because you can't tell me a 20-year-old with a 5.7 ERA is really going to pan out. Yeah. He might in 10 years. So not worried about it today.
Not today.
But let's get back to it. So I really think the Mets made the Astros overpay because Justin Verlander said you're the only yes to the Astros. The Dodgers and the Astros were the last 2 teams, and Verlander said no. Astros only. The Astros gave up their number 1 prospect and their number 4 prospect in their system.
Yeah. And the number 1 dude I've heard, his name's Drew Gilbert. I think he's a center fielder.
Yeah, he's a center fielder, but they think will pan more out in the corners because of his bat. He's a power bat guy. Yeah, 5'9" with like 25 bombs.
And I don't really know the other guy, if I'm being honest.
Not too sure.
But they did trade Corey Lee to a team, which I thought he was supposed to be really good. I think I saw him at the Futures game last year. He's a catcher on the Astros. I don't remember who they traded him to. Who the Astros else they get? Maybe it wasn't that deal. Maybe.
What's his name?
Corey Lee.
Corey.
But no, I don't think he was in that. He was in a weird deal.
Corey Lee for Kendall Graveman.
Yeah, Kendall Graveman. I thought that's their number 3 top prospect. Corey Lee, I'm pretty sure is.
And they trade him for a relief pitcher.
So they got rid of 3 of their top 10 prospects for a 41-year-old Justin Verlander and Kendall Graveman, who they've already had. Homecoming theme. That's both of their deals. Homecoming. They both were on the Astros. But I mean, great move for the Astros. They needed some pitching. I mean, Verlander obviously loves it there. but he hasn't been Verlander. He hasn't been the 2021, 2022 AL Cy Young like we've seen.
The gas ain't there.
The last 6 starts, I will say he has drastically improved, but I mean the first 6 months of the year hasn't been anything special.
Let's see if he gets back to the Astro wave.
Yeah, the sticky stuff.
If you know what I mean. Somehow he's gonna get back to Verlander. Somehow, some way.
Somehow. Dusty has the tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, it's called spider tack. Or trash cans, one of the two.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the Mets.
They traded Tommy Pham to the Diamondbacks as well, and they got rid of a reliever, Dominic Leone, to I think the Angels got him, but they're definitely sellers. And
they sold. They also traded man, who did they trade? The outfielder.
Mark Can't Hit to the Brewers.
Yep. Canna to the Brewers.
Shout out Frank the Tank. You're going to have a lovely next 2 years, my friend. Lovely. You're going to have so many nicknames. I'm going to love it.
Yeah, he's going to have so many nicknames. The world will never hear the end of it.
Never.
You mentioned Tommy Pham to the Diamondbacks, but the Diamondbacks also made another move picking up
Paul
Sewald of the Mariners.
Really?
The closer for the Mariners. This just made the Diamondbacks a little bit more scarier.
Scary, yes, because their ex-closer, their closer currently is El Capitan alumni Kevin Ginkel.
And he's
shoving.
Yeah.
The last 5 days I've seen him shove.
The last 5 days, but he's not great. Don't get me wrong. Kevin Ginkel is a major leaguer. I'm not a major league.
Yes.
He's from our high school.
I didn't know that.
But he's not a closer in the goddamn major leagues.
No.
So they went and got their guy.
Yeah.
This is a good move for the Diamondbacks. These two moves. Diamondbacks been playing pretty good ball.
Do they have Mark Melanson this year?
No, I don't think Mark Melanson is on a baseball team.
Okay. I was confused. I thought we might have he was there. Maybe not. Don't care, honestly. The Diamondbacks have been falling off hard, but they're in a great position. I think they're second place in the NL West right now. And they got a young core. This is a great move, I think, for them. But
the Max Scherzer trade was for Ronald Acuña's
little brother. Yeah. Luis Angel Acuña.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. So now they're going to be rivals.
But what little brother has ever panned out? Sons, don't get me wrong, sons pan out. What little brother, though, ever pans out?
I mean, you got triplets in the league.
In the NFL?
Brandon Lowe, Nathaniel Lowe.
They're all triplets, though.
You got the Roger twins.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
There's got to be one younger than the other.
Right.
No, they're the same age.
How did they come out at the same time, man? Speak that to me.
That's science.
I understand science. I don't think you do.
No, that's science.
No, there is a difference.
No.
Twins could actually be born at two totally different times.
Rare.
Totally different days.
Rare. That's a rare condition or disease.
No. There is, sir, this is a sports podcast, but I am not afraid to talk about vagina. There's no way two babies are coming out there.
Yeah, there is. C-section. Come on, brother. Come on.
Both babies aren't coming out at the same time, brother.
You cut open the stomach. Both babies definitely come out at the same time.
Big hole. Can't do that.
What if one baby's like this, the other baby's like this? You got to take this baby out, and then
you just stick your arm a little bit further, get both of them one scoop.
One foul swoop. Yeah, sorry about your guts, ma'am.
Twins. Wow, this is awesome.
Sorry about your guts, ma'am. Let me just stick my finger.
Let's go back. Let's go back before we get blocked on
this is
YouTube.
One of my favorite podcasts so far. We're back. We're back.
We're fucking back, baby. Let's quit talking about the Diamondbacks now. Let's move on to
Miami.
The Cardinals. Miami.
Yeah, because they got Josh Bell.
And traded Gene Segura, clutch Gene, and then Guardians released him.
Instantly released. I mean, hey.
He makes a bag too, like 16 mil.
Perfect. Pay me up front.
Makes a bag. Who else did they get? Ryan Weathers.
Yep, they got
Danny
Jake
Berger.
Yep, Jake Berger from the White Sox. That was a good one.
He's a surprise name. He's one of those one season wonders. I don't know how he's doing so good, but
yeah, because I don't think he's doing great right now.
He has a lot of bombs. He's like 20 bombs.
25 bombs.
Yeah, he has a lot of bombs.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, he is raking.
Oh man.
Only left-handers though, which is weird.
I wish we would have got him.
Mm,
I like that.
I like Garrett Cooper.
I do too. Did you did mention that Hedges went to
the Rangers. The Rangers also got St. Louis Cardinals starter Jordan Montgomery, which that team is looking pretty fucking good.
The Rangers are hoarding starting pitchers.
Hoarding. So are the Marlins. The Marlins have like 7 studs that are under 25.
And they sent the guy down to Double-A.
I know. And they just got Ryan Weathers. They're like, Ryan Weathers is better than this guy. Let's get him.
Yeah, right.
And he's not. But the Marlins have a lot of fucking starting pitching. The Texas Rangers are going to be absolutely insane with a 3-headed monster next year with Scherzer, DeGrom, and Nathan Eovaldi. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck.
Nathan Eovaldi is hurt right now, but
I'm looking for next year for them. They're going to lose to the fucking Astros. Maybe the Angels even. Angels, I like what they did. CJ Cron, Randall Grichuk, Lucas Giolito, and
another reliever.
Yeah, the reliever.
Lopez
Yep.
I think that.
I like those moves for a team that was struggling.
I like those moves
for a team that was struggling, and then towards the end of the deadline, they started winning baseball games again. These are some moves that will keep them in that October conversation, hopefully.
CJ Cron hasn't been hot this year, but when he's on, he rips them. The last couple of years in Colorado, he's been a hammer.
And fun fact,
Grichuk has been really, really good this year.
Yeah, fun fact about him is he was drafted directly after Michael Trout to the Angels, and this is now his Angel debut 16 years later.
So they traded for 2 guys they had already had because CJ Cron was a Angel before.
Yeah, I love when the Photoshop gurus come out and say, "Oh, first look at this person in Angels jersey," and because they've already been in that jersey. Yeah, it's a beautiful Photoshop done by them.
And those guys are quick too.
Very quick.
Guardians traded Aaron
Savali to the Rays. Makes no sense, but Savali's having a good year to me. And
he has 2 years of control.
Yeah,
but they gave up a pretty good prospect, I thought.
He's a serviceable MLB arm. They did give up that first baseman, Kyle something. He rakes down in AAA right now. I think he is. He's probably starting now because they traded Josh Bell.
Manzaro.
Yeah, he rakes, bro.
Naylor's their starter.
He's just scratched. I'm just kidding. He was scratched, but you're right. Naylor is their starter.
And Naylor's having a great year.
Yeah. Great year.
308 with 15 bombs.
Who else? Oh, Orioles ended up getting Jack Flaherty of the St. Louis Cardinals, and their fire sale was absolutely wild too. The Cardinals fire sale, they kept Goldschmidt and Arenado. They have no pitching now. Absolutely zero, zilch, nothing, nada.
Montgomery and Jack Flaherty.
Yeah. Their ace now is Miles Mikolas, who just got ejected.
Did they trade a reliever too?
Yeah, Jordan Hicks to the Blue Jays.
Paul Ji-young to the Blue Jays.
Yep. They look bad.
That team sold. I mean, they said they were going to sell, and they sold.
Yeah.
I wish we could have sold Gallegos like you wanted.
Yeah, I love Gallegos. Let's talk about the Dodgers getting Verlander and Eduardo Rodriguez, and them both saying no.
Well, we could talk about who the Dodgers actually got during this past week. They got Lance Lynn and Joe Kelly from the White Sox. I know both of them haven't been having a great year, but both are very good overall.
Veteran names.
Very great careers in the major leagues. Yep. He starts tonight, so tune in.
Oh, shit.
They also picked up Kike Hernandez.
Yeah.
Reunion, hometown boy. Joe Kelly was a hometown reunion. And then there was another one. They just picked up Ryan Yarbrough from the Royals.
They did trade
for the Rays. He used to play for the Rays. So
they did trade Phil Bickford, who was DFA'd, and Adam Kolarek to The Mets?
The Mets.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the Mets need some help for the rest of the year.
You're damn right they do.
They'll take the Dodgers sit end of the stick.
Yeah.
Syndergaard to the Guardians.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Weird.
for Ahmed Rosario to the Dodgers. That is Ahmed hasn't been having a great year, but the Dodgers need an everyday shortstop.
The Dodgers started off hot with the deadline, with the trades. I will admit they were the first ones making plays, and I'm like, damn it, god damn it, they're getting everyone.
And it didn't feel like they were giving anything up.
No, Nick Nastrini was the best name they gave up.
Yeah, they really didn't give up much. So, they had a great deadline week. I mean, they didn't fall through at the deadline day. We didn't hear much from the Doyers today.
Nope, not at all.
Luis Urias to the Red Sox.
Yep,
Luis Urias.
he gets to fill that Kiki role, I guess. I mean, I don't really know where he can play, but Red Sox
gave up Bradley Blaylock. Never heard of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a multiverse infielder, can play a bunch of positions. I'm not really sure he's an outfielder at all.
Nope, I don't think so.
And I'm pretty sure it was Kike was playing shortstop, but I think what's his name's coming back? Trevor Story will be back soon. He was in rehab. So they'll probably play him at second. I don't know.
Fun fact about Luis Urias, me and him are friends on Snapchat. I can Snapchat him right now if we want.
I don't believe it.
Fun fact. That's going to be on the pod.
Yep.
That's going to be on the pod.
I need it in Spanish. Puedo yo usar baño? Yo quiero Taco Bell.
So I think we Yankees acquired Kenyon Middleton from the White Sox.
Yeah. Let's maybe a winners and losers.
He had a 3.96 ERA.
Padres in the winners bracket.
I think the Padres made it to the winners bracket.
I do want to say I think the Dodgers made it to the winners bracket. I think those are all great moves for their team.
Maybe yes. I think the Angels are in the winners bracket, and I don't know. Depending on how these prospects turn out, I want to say the Astros made it, but if those prospects are legit, like that's
1-4, like they're supposed to be,
that's a big loss.
Yeah. Maybe the Rangers.
Yeah, I would say the Rangers for sure. Scherzer and Montgomery, that they're going to be nasty
in their rotation that they could flex someone to the bullpen.
Yeah.
And the losers.
Losers, I would say the Yankees.
The Yankees, the Mets.
Yeah.
For selling. Cardinals, obviously. Pirates didn't sell off everyone they were. Oh, maybe they got a lot of those guys off. They could have sold more.
They could have.
I mean, you can't. I mean, not everyone who sold is a loser because we won't ever know the value of these prospects until that day comes when they're on my TV screen. They go, "This guy was drafted and traded by the San Diego Padres for now he's an all-star." So yeah, and I could kick myself down the road, but right now
we're all right.
I do definitely feel where we're at. I definitely feel the Dodgers, the Angels, and the Padres are up there.
Yeah, West Coast rules, baby. Let's fucking go.
Those teams won. And I definitely think the Mets and Yankees lost.
Weird. It's crazy. They definitely.
The Yankees didn't make a move.
Yeah.
They added a reliever. Cool.
Yeah. They could have got rid of Bader. Maybe.
Yeah. Bader's a impending free agent. Didn't trade him. Glaber, impending free agent. Didn't trade him. Teams were calling.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Red Sox, that you could say they're a loser.
Marlins losers.
Marlins, I think they might be in the middle. I think they added some good talent for their team.
I'm trying to think of teams that didn't really add anything that need something, like.
I mean, the Giants didn't add nothing, it seems like.
They got AJ Pollock.
I mean, he definitely fits the Giants' role.
He bangs lefties for sure. And they have a lot of lefties in that outfield right now with Lamont Wade and Michael Conforto and Jock. You're right. Jesus.
Oh, smokes. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of that one.
No. I mean, that's a no-brainer move. Like, that's literally all they could have gotten, and that's who they got.
But if they're trying to do something, because they are the best team in the wild card right now, best record in the wild card.
Really?
Yeah. They're holding the best spot. Everyone else is tied, and then like 2 games out. And then
What about the Diamondbacks?
Diamondbacks are right under them.
I thought the Diamondbacks were in second, and the Giants are in third.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
No, the Diamondbacks have been struggling though. They're like 2-8 their last 10 games. So I wouldn't doubt that
I'll pull up.
They're in third right now.
They are third, I think.
The Diamondbacks?
Yeah, so I was correct. San Francisco is 1 game up. Philly is 0.5 games up, and then it goes Diamondbacks, Miami, Milwaukee are all tied for the last wild card spot, and then Chicago Cubs are 3.5, and Padres are 5.
5.5. Bullshit. We could have been at 4 games, bro.
It says 5 right now.
Yes, it's 5.
I don't care. We should be at 4. Dumbass game last night. Stupid.
Dumbass game last night, dude.
Stupid. The Padres. Let's finish it up.
That was a terrible sin. Terrible sin.
Yes and no. We can wrap it up with a recap of last night. The Padres continue.
Hold on. The game was postponed for like 2.5 hours.
And it was pouring rain whole game.
Yeah, I mean,
and
MLB
your boy stayed up the whole time.
Shove it. You shouldn't have played the game.
Yeah.
I didn't watch a minute of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
I thought the game was postponed. I said, you know what? This is a perfect day for me to catch up on my beauty rest. Fell asleep, woke up, and the game was middle of the game, and I was pissed that I missed that much of it, so I was turning it off. I think it was 3-2.
Yeah, well, bases loaded, no outs. Got to score a run. Literally put the ball in the air. Can't do it.
Yeah, and that's in the 10th.
We made 3 errors and we lose by 1 run. And I've been taught since I was a young little grasshopper playing this sport, walks and errors will always fucking kill you. And if you take a look at teams that have 1 or 2 errors and then they lose by 1 run, there's always a correlation between walks and errors and winning and losing ball games. Can't make the errors. Manny makes I've never seen him make an error like that in my life. In his 9, I think he's 9 years in now.
When they have bases loaded and Gary Sanchez throws it to Manny. Manny catches it, makes the tag, drops the ball.
Drops the ball. I want to.
Was the guy out?
He was way out.
He was way out. Oh yeah, he got it.
Like Dom said in the group chat, if you hold the ball for 2 Mississippis, I mean, he's out. He's out. But
that's heartbreaking.
Made the tag. His leg got caught. The other dude's leg got caught. And the glove opened up. Yeah. The ball fell out. If I'm they did challenge, but if I'm Manny Machado, I am going crazy saying that guy pulled the ball out of my glove, something like that. You got to make up something to make sure that umpire doesn't fuck up that fucking call. They give him an error for it, which I think is bullshit. And then, I mean, the key part of that game was when Xander dropped that ball at second base. That cost a run, and what do you know? We lose by fucking 1 run, and we're getting to the point in the season where
can't happen.
Yeah, in baseball, like you can't expect someone to be perfect, but when you have to be perfect, you literally have to be perfect. And so we're making 3 errors, literally bonehead. I know it's raining. I know playing in the rain is literally bullshit and it sucks, but I mean they're giving you an opportunity to play baseball for 1 more day. Brandon Dixon DFA'd. He may never play baseball again, and like there's just opportunities that happen.
Yeah, you can find a way on the Mets.
Seth Lugo was shoving
maybe
in the rain.
He's a dog. Seth Lugo's a dog. I can see in his eyes when he's on the mound.
Does Lugo go to the pen with Hill coming?
No, he's a starter.
What's our main plan?
I think we're gonna go six man.
6 man.
6 man. Give the bullpen some fucking rest. They've been overworked the last month, I would say. I think we go 6 man and just let everyone cook until playoffs. If we can make playoffs.
It's the time of year where they gotta squeeze them out.
Gotta strap in,
squeeze them out. And pretty much that wraps it up. I want to say Padres they just need to win.
August is looking rough. I mean, you got the Rockies, the Dodgers, the Mariners, D-backs, Orioles, D-backs, Miami, Cardinals, and then we start San Fran at the end of the month to the next month.
Baby.
It's a rough month. But it's a good month to catch up. Those are a lot of good teams in front of us.
Yeah.
That's what that means. That means win fucking series. I don't care about sweeps. It's win fucking series because those are teams that are ahead of you.
Yeah. Every
what you
game
have to do.
matters.
Every game matters, and especially when those motherfuckers are ahead of you.
And we can't get into extra innings. No more extra inning games.
0-10 in extra innings.
I'm hoping we got a clutch guy out of this group.
0-10. That is insane.
If you don't, it's
I mean,
G-Man Choi has got to be that man.
I'm interested to see how this team comes together and how the lineup goes.
We're in second place in division. We win those 10 games.
We'll never win those 10 games ever again.
Yeah, you can't go in the past.
We're losers.
Can only make it up.
If we get the extras, we are losers. That's just what we are at this point.
Yeah, extras are terrible for us, but nonetheless, nothing wrong with being average. Love you guys.
Peace.
Hype that we're back. Glad to be back.
We're
We're
back,
back.
baby.
We're back.
We're
We're
back.
back. We are back.